Okay, so today we're gonna be. I just got done watching Stranger Things season 5, the first four episodes anyway. I just got done watching a little bit ago. It's amazing. It is fucking incredible. It's a great season so far. Let's go episode by episode here. So we got chapter one of the crawl. So this basically starts out. First 5 minutes you've seen on YouTube, but it's like shows how well got into the state he did from being in how he got in the state from how where from when Joyce and Hopper found him in season one. Shows how he got into that, and then shows how that whole thing. Then it cuts to like a Holly. So Holly Wheeler with the kid, yeah. Holly, she was. It cuts to her like seeing she was waving to someone outside, but no one's able to see her. So, but then basically, so it's just it's like Joyce. Let's see. It's like most of all the characters, most of the characters besides the Wheelers are living with the Wheelers for the first episode. They don't really show that much. They show Will, Joyce. I don't think they show Hopper 11, but it's Robin, Jonathan. Picture. I think it's So Will, yeah. So it's Will, Joyce, um, Jonathan, and I believe it's Robin. They all, like a bunch of other of them, they show them like living with the realists at first, but that's the only time we've seen them. And then basically they go on about doing a thing. Of course, Ted is annoyed about it. And then basically goes on. So basically what happens is they all go to school. Dustin, Webb's right here. He gets bullied basically for wearing the Hellfire Club shirt. Basically, what happens is the jocks they come up to him, tell him to have like we told you about wearing that shirt. We told you about that, and then so they rip his shirt. Then he gets back at them by putting a stake in the locker. Scares the shit out of him. So then he's seen at the graveyard later in the episode. Going to Eddie's grave, but then he finds that the snake was dead because the jocks come, and then the jocks say beat the shit out of him. Basically, they beat the shit out of him. So, um, and then it cuts to basically it's now Steve and Robin are working at a so they're working at now at a radio place at a Radio Shack place. Not really a Radio Shack, but like got like a radio center. I'm not sure where radio tower. Yeah, radio tower. So it shows them working there. Basically, do the whole announcement thing. Find out with Robin, Zane, and Vicky, which is pretty cool to hear. They finally they started with that, which is pretty cool. Although they don't go into that much. It's just for the first and second episode. They just dive into it. Then goes because Vicky's was seeing Vicky Will works at the hospital, so of course Robin wants to see, and then Will kind of spies them, but he of course gets scared and runs. But it really does lead to like a Robin and Will forming a really good friendship, actually, which is really nice to see. And they do. It's a really good friendship they have. Of course, Lucas always like sending him a good bit of time to see a Max, of course. This doesn't be shown right here. We'll go to Max later. This isn't really shown that much. It might be shown like for volume two, probably. Uh, but they all like, and of course, Murray. He's like going to like by his different name because he can't go into it as Murray. So he's going to there like gathering supplies for everyone else so that they can like, and then basically what they do, they try to go with the upside down and they're trying to kill Vecna, and then Joyce and Hopper with 11 because 11 is training. She found like go for like how fast she could go. She should go and fucking jump now, or so I think it's really cool. Um, and then basically they all plan to go into the tunnel to find and kill Vecna because they believe that they don't know where he is, but they believe he is somewhere in the Upside Down. Then so, and I believe and then episode two is where, so Holly, I'm diving a spoiler here, by the way. Holly, so the person she was talking to season in episode one, it was someone named I believe Mr. What's It. Turning out later on, it's just Henry. But however, no one else can see Henry there, other than the kid. So it's Holly, but the Will gets a since he still has that connection to the Upside Down. So Will can still see. So Will kind of like is kind of there with the kids too, and basically what Vecna's doing, he's trying to do the same thing he did to Will. He's trying to do the same thing to Will. Then Vecna has a plan to like get all the to capture the kids, and basically try to like use them, of course. And then so episode two, Holly actually gets taken by the Demogorgon. Basically now the fucking they can just make gates out of fucking nowhere, which makes sense because the Upside Down kind of like is right in the middle of Hawkins, basically the gates in the middle of Hawkins. So, and it is really cool to see. It was really cool to see the Demogorgon, the Demogorgons actually working with Vecna, working with Vecna, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so Holly, the Demogorgon comes to Ted and Karen, they get into a big fight, of course, and then which leaves them not thinking straight. They're doing all things trying to calm down. Holly says she sees a monster. Of course, the mother doesn't believe her until she touches the back of her head and sees blood. And then Ted is, of course, trying to help, but they both unfortunately end up getting attacked and nearly killed. So they spend a good bit of time in the hospital, they're in a hospital. I'm not sure if it's the same hospital as Max. I'm not sure, but so Holly goes missing. Turns out she's in the Upside Down because of Mr. What's It. Basically, is essentially Henry, aka Vecna. Basically, he can just get into the mines. Basically, he has like a powers where he can like go into the mines and like see. And then episode three. So basically, they're trying to like all like episode two. So Holly but they try to find a plan to get Holly out. But at the same time, they didn't try to hide 11 because the military is still after 11. So episode three here, Timbo traps basically the one of the kids, Eric. They essentially called a fucking kidnapping mission basically because they're trying to save the kids from Vecna. They're trying to save the kids from Vecna. It's either they do like little trap here. They go to the Turnbow house. It was a funny scene with her Eric where she was like crying, going to her I believe it's Tina. She's like crying, apologizing, and then turns out the pie was actually laced with some sleeping medication, so they all pass the fuck out. Okay, so I lost my train of thoughts. Basically, what happens? So now, basically, on like a child, basically kidnap kids, but like is it like right at the Turnbow house, basically? And then what happens was so they all mostly meet the pie except for of course Erica and Tina because they were busy arguing. So they're busy arguing. Later on, Erica does like fucking inject like a needle into her like to get her out, and then basically they all like they're basically just trying to stop the Demogorgon from like getting the kids because the Demogorgon is doing Vecna's bidding by getting to the kids, and then basically doing what they doing to the kids what happened with Will a long time ago. Basically, what happens is the Demogorgon's trying to get to the kids. They're after Derek Turnabout next, but however, they all they managed to get him. They managed to save him. Also, little side point, Will is actually like how Will was a vessel for the Mind Flayer, where he was a spy. He can see the Demogorgon. He gets like a first person view of the Demogorgon. He knows where the Demogorgons are, if they're coming nearby, even if they're in the Upside Down. So it's really interesting, which is really cool. And then little new thing, which is pretty cool because I don't think Will was ever able to see anything from the Upside Down in the earlier seasons. I'm not sure, but anyway, so basically, they help Derek. However, they know that like Demogorgons come from all of them. So basically, they don't know what the Demogorgon is. So they don't know what the Demogorgon is. So, Nancy and Jonathan they shoot him with like a tracker, and basically can help track them. But they use like a little satellite thing. Using a satellite, adjusting it. They use it for a Hopper because Hopper was got into Upside Down, I believe in episode 2. So Hopper got into the Upside Down, and they were trying to use that to get him, but they found out they can also use it for Demogorgon. So then I believe in the Yeah. So I believe it was the last part of episode 3, where um Steve, Dustin, Nancy, and Jonathan, they were all like in they're in a car chasing after the Demogorgon. So they're trying to figure out where the Demogorgon could run to. Also, you do kind of get that love triangle thing, kind of. Always when I say kind of, because still get Steve Jonathan fighting with Nancy a little bit, but they seem to like drop that pretty quick, which is really nice. So I really hope that they can have Jonathan and Steve like make up at some point, like, and always hopefully Steve gets a really good ending. So hopefully, and then at the end of the season, so basically, Holly, she's in Vecna's mind. She's basically trying to go to the Creel house. She sees like she's in like the she's at basically she sees ahead the Vecna Creel house, the Vecna house. She sees it all perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever. So she sees it all good. But and then there's a note that so she's doing what a kid usually does when they have to do the whole house themselves. So basically so and then there she runs into Max, who in reality she's in the coma, but she's actually was trying to escape because it's a Vecna's prison inside of his mind, but they were in the prison. So Max meets up with Holly. She was trying to tell her. So at the very end of the very end of the episode, the season episode 4, uh, at episode 4, dude, this episode is fucking crazy as shit. So, basically, so yeah, something's around Max helping talking to Holly. They're like talking about how they can just escape. How Max almost escaped with running up the hill by Kate Bush. She almost escaped, but then it died, so she couldn't really get out, which sucks. Then like there's another part where um uh Hopper and Eleven, they were in the Upside Down. They're basically in like they were like there's like a giant wall that's in their way, but but nearby them is basically a military base in the Upside Down, which is basically what saying they were going to keep which Element thought they were keeping it Vecna, but it turns out it's not true. We'll go into it a little bit. Basically, so you get Max and like what happened with her and the state that she was like in a coma state, but also like how she got into Vecna's prison, where it was kind of like a loop. But she was in, of course, a different time. She was, I believe, it was in the 50s or 60s. She was in a different time. Probably, I think it might have been, the 60s. I think it's either 50s or 60s. But basically, so what happened is basically she's like trapped in there, but she's also trying to get like Holly, trying to help Holly out though at the same time. What's really cool, so there's like a good friendship there. Um, Joyce, and then of course there so it's Joyce, Mike, Will, Dust, and Lucas, Robin, and Murray, and Erica. Of course, they're all trying to like they get like a Derek to break into like a military prison. But they don't know what it was used for though, because because the military was guarded like the military they're guarding like where they're guarding the I believe it's the courthouse they're guarding because that's where the middle of it happened, of course, and that's where the Upside Down was infiltrated. So, of course, they're trying to guard that, but they don't know what's inside of it. And then, so later on in the, at the end of towards the end of the episode, they're trying to get the kids out. Kind of. They get some of the kids out, but eventually Vecna does get to them, and of course, you cut through Joyce, I mean, and Hopper, so the four others, Dustin, Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan, they're not really seen that much. I've seen a little in this episode. I've seen a little bit, but not much. Um, basically they're trying to meet up with Hopper and 11 so they can figure out a way to get out there. But Dustin figured so they can figure out a way to get out of the Upside Down. But Dustin found out that the wall is actually a circle, and right in the middle of it is Hawkins' lab. So, basically Hopper and 11, they were in the base in the Upside Down, and later on they come across 8, who comes literally. I was not expecting 8 at all. 8, yeah, the character in season 2 of episode 7. She's back in season 5. I was not. That was a shocker to me. That was a crazy fucking shocker. So Vecna, he gets the Demogorgons. They get the kids, but crazy fucking twist. I was not expecting. First of all, I was not expecting to see 8 at all. I thought the character was going to be like a one and done episode. Like she was mentioned a little bit in season 4, a little bit, but I did not think they were going to bring her back at all. And also, Will has powers of Vecna, but he does it uses to kill the Demogorgons, which is fucking awesome. He did the exact same thing the Vecna did, where he broke the arm. He broke bones, but this time Will was able to snap their fucking necks because the Will was in the Upside Down for a long time, so he was able to develop his powers. It was fucking. I was not expecting that at all. I thought they were gonna Vecna was gonna take Will. I thought for sure Vecna was gonna take Will, and basically, I thought it was Vecna taking Will, and then Will was gonna be like a spy, or he's gonna take the vessel. But we got two fucking people with powers. We just fucking got Will, who's got kind of like Vecna powers, and you got 11. So this is probably fucking 1, by the way. It's gonna be fucking crazy as shit. It's gonna be fucking insane. It's gonna be fucking insane. But also, by the way, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hello, Thanksgiving. That was why I just Stranger Things for Thanksgiving, so I figured why not. But yeah, that's about it, and I will see you guys later.